This video is going to be how the Umbrella Corporation fell, what happened. It's a response to a guy here on YouTube, ScorePN, and this is no knock on him. He's done better videos, way better than I ever will. I mean, his channel has like covered a lot of stuff. It's covered like a lot of Resident Evil comics, Resident Evil comics even from Japan that were really fascinating, interesting comics. And he's went through some of the Batman movie novelizations. Particularly, he did a really good job with the Batman Forever novelization that he went through. And then he's talked about Mortal Kombat, the Mortal Kombat franchise, and of course he even did the read-throughs of Terminator comics, which were so good. So I'm leaving a link in the description. Go see his video. Go watch his video. Go watch his videos. But what I think here is the Umbrella executives were arrested, yes. However, and this is from an image from one of the Resident Evil movies, and those movies, live-action movies, suck, especially his later sequels. But top-level executives planted evidence on lower-level and junior executives, and they went to prison. Many of these top-level employees simply got away with it and were protected by the government, and some of them were government top brass in Umbrella. So these kind of people here, your top-level employees, and this is from one of the comics. And I would have loved it. I think they should have a spinoff they should have done a spinoff, Capcom, involving some of these people as bad guys. But that's besides the point. So many just lower level employees, junior executives went to prison. Top level employees got protected, and some of them got jobs in government. And some of them were government top brass already. And one of the people, you gotta think also the family from Resident Evil 6 was also all involved in this. And you've had to play Resident Evil 1 through 6, including Revelations 1 and 2, to all this for this to make sense. So they covered these people's asses, and they were either rewarded monetarily or with jobs in key institutions in government. And somebody like a Derek C. Simmons was a liaison from the government to the Umbrella Corporation. And after what went down in Raccoon City, after the events of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, basically he got higher and higher jobs in the government, Derek C. Simmons. And yes, in Resident Evil 4 it explains that the Umbrella Corporation was shut down by the government, and the Umbrella, and that the stock prices went down and whatnot. However, it was top executives that got away with it. Chiefly among them was Oswald E. Spencer from, and the government ended up getting their hands on the T virus. They got samples of the T Veronica virus, the G virus, and then eventually a Plaga parasites, and the people who were compromised were placed into key institutions of government, like the Federal Biotesting Commission and the FBC. From Resident Evil Revelations 1, you had Morgan Lansdale, who turned out to be a bad guy who was behind the Terra Grigia incident. You've had to play Resident Evil Revelations 1. If you've not, go check it out. It's a cheap game. And also with TerraSave, the same deal. In Resident Evil Revelations 2, you had Neil Fisher who sold them out. You just play Resident Evil Revelations 2. That shouldn't be more than a $15 or $20 game. But anyway, getting down to this, the high-level employees were government top brass, or other government top brass. They did the government's bidding, and they got jobs in key institutions of our government and were well paid, while lower-level people in the umbrella corporation, were sent to prison, and they gave the American people and the world an illusion of justice.